So volumetric capture still gives us a lot of the organic clothing movement, hair movement, muscle dynamics, the sorts of artifacts that we as storytellers don't want to lose. My name's Keeler. I'm the head of studio at Target 3D. We are a technology resale company that specialises in selling lots of different 3D technologies, and we also run a small service provision that utilises those technologies to deliver projects, custom, bespoke projects, anywhere from computer game animation all the way through to gait analysis studies, and anywhere in between. It's magic, I guess I'd say. It's a form of capture technology that allows us to surround a participant or a group of actors or performers with an array, a large array of synchronized video cameras, and then we shoot that performance from every perspective, and then we use some very clever algorithms to subtract the information that we don't want, and then we're left with a mesh and a texture of that performance in a kind of hologram form that we can place inside a traditional render pipeline or put in a real-time game engine, or put it in headset, or do whatever we want with it. I think that volumetric capture gives us a much more organic input into a fully digital pipeline that we don't necessarily get with a traditional avatar create, capture animation, retarget, render pipeline. Sometimes we can be at danger of falling into the uncanny valley a lot more with mocap. So volumetric capture still gives us a lot of the organic clothing movement, hair movement, muscle dynamics, the sorts of artifacts that we as storytellers don't want to lose. I think it is, clients that want to have photoreal assets, they want to have them in pipelines that exist. They don't want to have to develop their own workflows, and they can leverage the 4D Views plugins to go straight into Engine, or the 4D Views FX pipeline to do post-processing after capture, and it's there, it's ready to go. So for us, if we've got a client that wants to go into headset or into AR, if they don't want to have a crazy creature monster and they want to have some realism that their audience can really engage with, it's such an obvious fit. For us, we're all about going on the journey with the user or with the artist, the director, to try and find the pipeline that meets the needs that they have. And again, why I'm really excited about volumetric capture is it does really hit this sweet spot in between kind of fully digital and fully live action pipelines. And that's enabled us to be able to work with directors, artists, musicians, and actually be able to utilize lots of technologies in one day. So we can go into the virtual production room and shoot a bit of a music video, but then bring the artist through into the HOLOSYS system to capture some volumetric data. The exciting element is what happens when we combine those technologies, and what does it bring to the table. So we've had to adapt the way in which we block performance, the way in which we approach recording sessions, to really make sure that we're being slick and efficient, and that's part of, I think, what the journey that we go on with directors and clients. I think just to understand the way that the slight nuanced approach to shooting volumetrically. But the trade-off is quite exciting, because we can get those preview frames really quite quickly in the grand scheme of things. Being able to see the end asset, albeit a few frames of it, within a few minutes of the shoot, that's quite special for a director. Being able to try something out, have someone do a kickflip on a skateboard in the capture volume, and then head into our production office and see the final asset and see what it looks like, and take it into an AR device or put it on a headset. The efficiency of that pipeline is really exciting. So for me, the future of immersive storytelling is this kind of convergence of all the technologies that we've been using for decades now. And now we seem to be at this point where virtual production in itself is a combination of tracked camera headset technologies with real-time game engines. And then we've got volumetric, where we've got new pipelines like Gaussian SPAT around the corner, and we've got comfy UI, deepfake pipelines that we can leverage, and where all of these technologies might end up merging in the center and creating this kind of brand new production workflow. I think that's exciting and in part terrifying. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where we go in the next year.